Hello, everybody. Welcome to Carlock Confessions. We are live, and I'm super excited about it. Hopefully, you guys are too. Sorry, I lost my music there. There it is. Super excited to be live, waiting for a couple people to jump on. Welcome to the show, July 10th, 2019, Carlock Confessions. It is live tonight. So happy to be here. Excited for the show. A lot of great content tonight. Hopefully you guys think so as well. It is warm. It is summer. There's a lot of things to be happy for tonight. I am super excited to be here. Hopefully you guys are too. Looking forward to the show. Thank you so much for being here. It is Carlock Confessions. A lot of content tonight to go over. Hopefully we get a few people on, a few people to have some fun tonight, join in on the show. Again, remember, this is a show for you. I am your host, Frank Fanzoni, and I am excited to be here. So, with that saying, we're going to wait a couple of minutes, see if we can get a couple people to jump on. It's going to be a great show tonight, though. Super excited. A little worried about some internet connections tonight. Might have some internet connection issues, but been dealing with that a little bit already this evening. Hopefully, we won't have any issues with the internet, but thank you for being here. Hello, my lovely wife. Thank you for jumping on. So glad to see that you're here to join us tonight. Everybody loves when you're a part of the show. We got a good show for you tonight. It's going to be a great show. We got a lot of things to cover. We're going to have the poll question of the night. We will have a in the news topic as always. We will also have our open discussion question of the night and our weekly challenges, of course, to go over. So happy you're here. Hi, honey. Thank you for being here. Give me a like and a share if you could. See if we can get a few more people to jump on. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, that is what's going on. So glad that everybody's here. Excited to have people here tonight. It's going to be a great show this evening. I'm super excited for it. Been looking forward to it all day. Hopefully you guys checked out the videos, content, and things on the site for Carlock Confessions before the show. Posted a news article. We'll get into that. It was a short article, but hopefully you guys are here. Jared, welcome on. Thank you so much for coming to the show tonight. Happy to have you here. Since my lovely wife is here, I want to be your lovely friend. You are, of course, one of my best lovely friends. Thank you, Jared. I love when you're on. You always add so much content to the show. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get right into it. I'm really excited for tonight's show. We got a lot of content tonight. So, real quick, we'll go over last week's poll question as we start the show every week. Last week's poll question was up. A lot of people got involved last week. It was 4th of July's poll question. Poll question of the night last week was hot dogs or hamburgers for picnics. I know there was a lot of great content and people commenting in regards to that poll question specifically. We had 36% say hot dogs. 64% said hamburgers. You guys can use that information, facts straight from Carlock Confessions. Use that information. Next time you have a picnic, maybe you'll choose hamburgers now instead of hot dogs. Again, most people preferred hamburgers, so use that. Make sure you're serving what your guests want, I guess. But that's a good tip to have. It was a good poll. I enjoyed that poll. Tonight's poll question went up as well. Hopefully you guys have seen tonight's poll question. If you haven't, go over to Carlock Confessions page. It is posted, as always. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's pretty quiet. So poll question of tonight. So it's something really cool about tonight's poll question of the night. There's a reason why I chose this. I did state that it was inspired by Stranger Things. Netflix, big fan, already been binge watched the entire 3rd season, which just came out July 4th. But on there, they showed it actually takes place in 1985. And a fun fact for you, today, July 10th, 1985, is much public outcry. Coca-Cola actually announced that it was bringing back the original formula because it came out with a Coke flavor called New Coke. And that was only out for about 3 months until everybody complained, and they decided to come back out with the original Coca-Cola formula, which was announced on July 10th, 1985. So quick fact for you in regards to our poll question of the night. Coke itself re-released its original Coke flavor on July 10th, 1985. So there's a quick fact, and it was nice. Reason why I did that, it was featured in Stranger Things in regards to new Coke. I'm a Coke guy. I've actually just recently got into Coke Zero. I enjoy Coke. I used to be a Pepsi guy. I actually switched to Coke. Our family's a Coke family. What are you? What are you guys? Coke or Pepsi? Go ahead and feel free to post it on the chat. As well, go ahead and make sure you guys do the poll question of the night. Would really love to see what the divide is here on this. This usually is either one or the other. I don't typically find people being both. So feel free to post that, though. While you guys are on and looking at that, though, make sure you guys give me a like and a share. Share this video right now. See if we can get some of your friends from your pages on as well, coming to Carlock Confessions, and hopefully being a part of the show. So if you guys can do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like and share the page for me tonight. We'll get as many people on as possible. All right, so hopefully you guys like the poll question of the night. Guys, give me a thumbs up if the audio and video is good real quick for me. I'd really appreciate that. We've been having some issues with some internet here lately, and I just want to make sure that the internet connection is good. Thank you so much, guys. I see your likes. That's fantastic. Sounds like things are coming through clear. Jared is a water drinker. Water's good for you. We actually started doing some lemon mint water at home. It's very delicious and refreshing. If you had to choose one, though, Jared, which one would you choose? Go ahead and make sure you do that on the poll question for me. I'd appreciate it. All right. So we've done the poll question review. We have put the new poll question out there. Hopefully we get a few more people to jump on. Hopefully you guys got a chance to read the news article. It was a short news article. We'll get right into that. The news article that was posted was Las Vegas is now allowing drivers to pay off parking tickets by donating school supplies. When I read this, I thought this was absolutely an incredible idea. What a way to think outside the box. Tonight's show is kind of titled Outside of the Box. And that's kind of part of what I want to get into tonight in regards to our thinking. The news article is Las Vegas is thinking outside the box. They recognized a problem and are finding a way to fix it in a very creative way to help people out. It's kind of helping both ways out. Hopefully you guys read it. It was a really good article. Again, a great little story about Las Vegas trying to change the way things are being done and have been done in the past. If you can think about it and you can see it, they're kind of being the change. This is a change. This is different than what it's been in the past. This is not how things have been done. So what I like is it's addressing a problem that they're having out in Las Vegas, helping people in need, changing things to help people in need, being the change, by, same deal as they'd be spending money by paying off parking tickets. Why not donate things for people in need? So that was the article, and I thought it was a really great idea. It is a way of thinking outside of the box, and it is addressing a problem that they have. What do you guys think about that? Did you guys read the article? Hi, Katie. Thanks for jumping on. What do you guys think about the news article? If you haven't seen it yet, Katie, it's on the page about Las Vegas's way of changing things and how they're doing stuff, thinking outside the box, being the change. Kids and school supplies. We always hear about that. We hear about that no matter where you go. We have things about that here in regards to people donating things to our school supplies. School's coming up. We walking through Walmart with my wife last night. They already got school supplies out, ready to go. It's just started summer, I feel like. And school supplies are already out for people to buy for their kids. I think they're pushing these things a little early. But the good news is Las Vegas is trying to find a way to combat the problem of kids needing school supplies who don't have access or financial ways to getting them. This is a great idea. I think this can be utilized in things like parking tickets and speeding tickets and things like that can help. These are things we spend money on, fines, large fines, that we can find ways to kind of maybe solve other problems. Again, thinking outside the box. What do you guys think about that? Let me know what you think. We should be doing things like this. I feel like this is the change that needs to happen, and it's nice to see a city is taking charge, especially as large as Las Vegas. We should be doing this, though. We have homeless out there. We have schools here that could be using that, using those donations, teachers that are paying or buying or using their own money for school supplies for their kids. We have children that are going hungry. We have homeless people. We have people that need medications. All of these wonderful things, people that have money, speeding tickets, parking tickets, things that we spend money on. And I know counties need that kind of stuff too, but maybe we can do things a little differently by thinking outside the box to help combat these larger problems. Now, if you guys noticed on the Car Lot Confession page, there was a article that I posted here in Michigan. There's a blood shortage right now. And one of the things that I was thinking, and one of the ways, and let's kind of just roll right into the question of the night before we get into that, because I'd love to hear your guys' opinions and questions and ideas. Question of the night, along with the news article, so we'll get right into that a little early, but we'll get into it. What are some ways that you think that we could do or be doing to help others other than just paying a fine? What ideas do you guys have? Because this is kind of a big deal, and I actually really enjoyed this article, as short as it was, because of that. And it got me thinking. And one of the things that I thought of, and it's so funny that this article about the blood shortage here in Michigan came up, because as I was writing this up, I usually figure out the shows on Sunday and Monday and kind of come up with all my content and figure out what's going to happen, and then post the information throughout the week so that way we can get ready for the show on Wednesdays. I automatically thought about donating blood before that story even came out. So what I did is I went to the redcrossblood.org site and got some facts about blood donations. Every 2 seconds, they say, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Again, this is facts from redcrossblood.org. But on there, it states that every 2 seconds, these are just some facts that I found. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. One donation can save up to 3 lives, and now that's amazing. And Jared, I just want to give Jared some applause. Jared is a big blood donor. He donates a lot of blood, so I got to give Jared a little praise and some applause there, because he's a big blood donor, and he mentioned that on the site. If you guys notice on Car Lot Confessions, I too am going to be trying to donate blood soon. I've been in contact with one of our Car Lot Confession followers, Renee, who's on frequently. Has helped hook me up with a place where I can go and get that done, which is going to help people she knows as well. So I believe my wife and I might even do that. But I want to go ahead and give some applause out to Jared. 6 gallons next week. That is a lot of blood to give. Thank you for being the change. That is exactly ways to do it. So everybody on here should be very much giving Jared some applause. One more real quick. That is a big feat. 6 gallons is a lot of blood. Back to the facts, though, here. Blood and platelets cannot be manufactured. This is not something we can create. This is not something that we can do in a lab or should be doing in a lab. They have to be donated. With that being the case, the only way we can get that is by donation. Well, think about all of these fines and things we pay. Why are not electric companies, gas companies, gasoline companies, where we fill up our car, everybody needs gas? If you think of things that everybody needs, grocery stores, buying food, buying produce, why are they not giving discounts if you bring in proof that you've done something like this? There's no reason why the Red Cross, and I think it would be great, handed out a slip saying I donated blood and on this day with a signature for verification, whatever the case may be. Why can't, I think companies should be, you go get a gallon, you go get gas, you walk into the cashier at the gas station, you show them this, they give you 5 cents off, 10 cents off. Getting things in return seems to get people to do stuff. And that's the sad part. We should hopefully be doing this out of the kindness of our heart, not a need, and that's part of being the change. But sometimes people in the society need a nudge to do so. Perfect example is this story from Las Vegas. They can pay their parking tickets by donating, by donating school supplies, spending that money on something that's needed. Maybe we can save money. We're always looking to save money. You see the sales ads all the time. Buy 2, get 1 free. Save here, save there. Big sale this weekend. You guys see it all the time in marketing. Why not partner with places in need? Donate blood, get a discount. Donate clothing to the homeless, get a discount. Donate time at a shelter or Habitat for Humanities, get a discount. These are great ideas. These are things that could change the world if we did it. Volunteer your time, pick up garbage, do something, find a way to have it documented or approved, and go get something for it. Not only the great feeling of doing these great things, but also giving back to the people in need. You know, approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells are needed every day in the U.S. That's a lot. Nearly 7,000 units of platelets and 10,000 units of plasma are needed daily in the U.S. These are all things that come in from the blood. The average blood cell transfusion is approximately 3 units of blood. Again, this is why we have a shortage. This is why we need to go ahead and have bigger companies that are making billions of dollars doing this. And it would be, it's a great idea. I think Las Vegas is leading the charge. Let's go ahead and look at chat. Let's see what people are saying. Jared chimes in. The Red Cross gives gifts, cards, t-shirts, etc., frequently depending on the time of year and the incentive. Not that I'm looking for a gift, which I would never think that you are, but it is cool occasional to be recognized for your time and blood. Absolutely. Anytime you donate your time, hopefully it's out of the kindness of your heart, knowing that the reward itself is knowing that you're helping people. The reward itself is knowing that what you're doing is giving somebody else something better, doing something better for the environment, or, you know, those types of things. But it would be nice to see companies get involved, because sometimes, and I hate to say it, it's media and the world and the way society is, I'm sure there's people out there that would agree, money kind of runs everything. That's why marketing is so important about sales and discounts. I bet you, and I know the reason we still have the shortage, I bet you if the Red Cross partnered with a major company like Marathon, BP Gas, Walmart, Target, these large multi-billion-dollar companies, and said, if somebody donates blood, you get a 10% discount off your entire order at our store, or 10 cents off a gallon, or whatever the case may be. There's millions of ideas out there. More people will be given blood. We can think about this in other ways as well. Go to the food bank and donate food. You donate 3 cans of food to the food bank. They give you a slip that you can take to another one of these major department stores, major cities, major something. We're always looking for a deal. Everyone's always looking for a deal. Everybody's always looking to save money. Everybody's always looking to make money, get something out of something. That is true, and it's unfortunate. Not enough people, I feel like, do things out of the kindness of their heart. But there's a few out there that do. There's quite a few out there that do. Jared's a great example of somebody who does things out of the kindness of his heart. He is a champion of giving back and being the change. But for those that don't, they need incentive. And incentive is sometimes the key. Sometimes what people need to get off the couch, get out there and go do something. And doing that, I think, is kind of the important thing. So my idea is always with these companies and getting the idea of partnering with places in need, which Las Vegas is doing. I think it's amazing. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think out there. I don't want to hear crickets in the chat. Guys, feel free to post. I know Jaren's not the only one on. Go ahead and let's hear what you have to say. I would absolutely love to see your comments. So go ahead and get in the chat. You guys, tell me what you guys think. I know there's other ideas out there. This is just one that I came up with. And the reason why, and partly I posted that thing about giving blood, because it was exactly where I was going with the show tonight. But it just makes sense. And hopefully you guys think it makes sense too. And I'd love to hear what you guys think. But Las Vegas leading this charge, there's other great major cities out there. Think about Boston and New York and Atlanta and all these large cities. I don't know why Washington, D.C. isn't doing something like this, because they have a major homeless population in the D.C. area. And why can't, think about all the fines and the parking that people pay for, and I know the money goes to the city and this, that, and the other. I know we use the money here. They say we use the money to fix the roads in regards to our parking and for the cities and all that kind of stuff. People of Ann Arbor know that parking tickets are handed out constantly in Ann Arbor. Jared can contest to that. He's an Ann Arbor folk. Kiara can contest to that. She lived in Ann Arbor as well. There's cities that are like this all over the place. And this parking ticket money, what does it go to? Now, I know there's a lot of it. I know it's going to, they say it fixes roads and this, that, and the other. Why, with all this money floating around, can't we fix the major problems like kids going hungry and homeless people? And how can kids not have shoes or things that they need? These are things that I think we could be helping out with. Let me know what you guys think. Again, in the chat, Jared's the only one active right now. I'd love to see Katie. Come on, join in on the chat if you can for me. Kara, if you're still on, I'd love to see you as well. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's part of the question of the night, so you guys feel free to chime in regards to the question of the night, other than just Jared. But again, my blood idea, this came on Sunday to me when I was thinking about this stuff. Nearly 21 million blood components are transfused each year in the U.S. That is so much blood. And we are in such a shortage here in Michigan. So I'm kind of charging everyone, if you can donate, and you haven't already, please do. Because they say even a single car accident, victims can require as many as 100 pints of blood from one single car accident. There's car accidents every day. Hopefully not major ones where people need blood transfusions or anything like that. But these are just facts that I'm getting from redcrossblood.org. I'm sure there's many more facts out there, and it's not just Michigan that could use it. This is just one idea. There's many ideas. Think about how many people spend money on the lottery, right? So as we talk about this, I'm going to do a quick lap. Hopefully it doesn't kill my internet because I've had internet issues tonight. But think about the people that spend money on the lottery. Lottery is a lot of money. People dump a lot of it. Some of it's supposed to go to schools and things like that. Sure, that's really great. Schools need that money. How much are they getting of that? These are facts I don't have. But can we be addressing other issues with that kind of money? Water company, electric, gasoline is a major one that comes to mind. There is so much money in gasoline. Price hikes, barrel costs, all that kind of stuff plays factor. Things going on in the Middle East with our president, with our stock market, all of this changes the price of gas. We're always paying for it. Gasoline at this point in time is always something we're going to need. Something that is always in demand and something that people get every single day. They tax gasoline for roads and for things for repairs. They do it for things that are needed, I guess, in regards to government. What about people? What about what people need? What about the homeless? What about our children? What about the children without parents? What about home adoption centers? What about shelters for children without parents? All of these things are so important that we kind of overlook. Hi, Renee. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. So glad you're here. We're talking about the question of the night and our news article. Jared chimes in, hey, seriously, in the lot, are there any Nissan Rogues? We are car shopping. Message me after the show. I'll let you know, and I'll be happy to help guide you in buying a car. Any way I can help you, Jared, I'm always happy to do so. But this money that we spend in gas, to me, gasoline's a major one because they make so much money, billions of dollars in gasoline. And there's so many things we could be doing with that financial help for things and people in need. So that's one idea I have. I'd love to see companies and cities start doing that with any way they can and helping out. That would be fantastic. To me, these are important things. This is the idea of being the change. This is thinking outside the box. Las Vegas is doing it. They're doing a great job with it, I think. Again, I'd love to hear what you guys think in regards to the question of the night. What are some ways that you can think of that we could be doing to help others than just paying a fine, like we're talking about in the article? So let me know what you guys think about that. Jared chimes in again. The Michigan Lottery should be giving money for the homeless. I agree. I do not believe any money is going to schools. If it is, they should prove it. That's been a topic that's been out there for quite some time that people don't have facts on. I haven't been able to find facts on, but it is true. Ton of money, they say, goes to the schools in regards to the lottery, and some of it goes to the winners. I don't ever see any of that. All I know is the government's rich, and who knows where that money goes. I'd love to see it printed. It should be printed everywhere if that's really the case. The problem is we need to solve these things, and lottery is one way to do it. Everybody's jumping on. Michael's on. Jennifer's on. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. Send me a like. Give me a share if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Right now, we're talking about in the news. The article was posted on the Car Lot Confessions page about Las Vegas not allowing now is allowing drivers to pay off parking tickets by donating school supplies. We were just talking about how they are thinking outside the box. I love making that little box. And being the change for their city, being the change, helping a problem in regards to with the donation of school supplies, which is always needed. We need things like that. My thing that I brought up and things that I was talking about is donation of blood. Michigan, as you guys saw on the Car Lot Confessions page, is having a shortage in blood right now. There's an emergency for blood donations. I believe people in major companies should be giving discounts for people who donate blood. They should be partnering with the Red Cross. Things that we've talked about. Gas stations should be, or gas companies can give a 10 cents off a gallon discount. I mean, what is 10 cents a gallon? Marathon runs a special with 5 cents off every gallon if you're one of their preferred members. How about 10 cents or even 5 cents off a gallon for Mobil or Sunoco or BP, any of these major gas companies? If you donate blood, you get a coupon for 10 cents off a gallon. Think about how many more people would probably go donate if they knew they were getting something out of it. Sad thing is, society is that way. They have to get something in return to give something. It's sad. But the truth is, there's ways to combat these major problems, and these major companies and major cities should be getting involved. I mentioned that the homeless are rampant in D.C. This is something I know and I've heard in facts about quite some time ago, that there's a lot of homeless people in Washington, D.C. That's our nation's capital. Why are they not focusing on helping that problem with fines and fees and parking and all of that kind of stuff as well in our capital if that's an issue? Helping the homeless, helping the needy, helping the children that can't afford shoes or food with lunches, helping, if you donate your time to Habitat Humanities or a shelter, you should be getting some sort of incentive, I think, would help create a higher buzz for it. It's funny. Coca-Cola. It's funny, and that goes back to our wonderful, I know, come on, that was funny for the night, right? This goes back, I can kind of reference my day job in regards to this. We give incentives to our students for donating their time or volunteering to our pro bono clinic for my day job for our PT students. They get incentives to do so, which is higher. We can see an increase in volunteer time when they're getting something in return. Society is no different. Let's go back to chat. Let me know what you guys think real quick as we're tying up the question of the night here. Michael tries in and says, true, I live here, which he does live in Washington, D.C. Many homeless people are there. It is actually, from what I understand, Michael, and thanks for confirming, it is one of the biggest cities with the biggest homeless problem there is in our nation. Washington, D.C. has one of the major homeless issues overall. And I know that. I've heard that fact before. I can't reference where I heard it from. I do know it, though. I did spend some time out there when I was a kid learning as well. They should be doing something to combat. Las Vegas is doing this with school supplies. There is a need there. Why can't we be doing something for the homeless? Jared also chimes in, says, yes, donate to shelters. He did that while I was in California, feeding the homeless once a week. It doesn't require a lot of time, an hour or two, and there are so many people who need it. There are so many people in need in general. Homeless, kids, everywhere. There's so many different places. There should be incentives to help. Hi, Ruth. Thanks so much. I believe you're a first-time viewer. Thanks so much for being here. So happy to have you on the show. Major income inequality by Michael. That is true. I mentioned the lottery. Jared chimed in. If you guys are here earlier in the show, we mentioned the lottery is one way. They're supposed to be donating to schools and giving money to schools from the lottery. We don't necessarily always see that return to the schools. That's one way that we could be. so many people spend money on the lottery, 10, 15, 20, $100 a week, whatever the case may be. Why are we not taking $1 of tax money, 50 cents of tax money, 50 cents on the dollar to every scratch off or whatever's bought, and finding ways to donate blood, give to shelters, build homes for the homeless, give to kids in need, adoption clinics, adoption places. All of those places could use help, and we are not combating that. So I want to say hi, Ruth. Thanks so much for coming. I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully you like Carlock Confessions. If you do, give me a like and a share. I'd really appreciate that. But again, my facts are from redcrossblood.org, from the Red Cross themselves. Donating blood was my idea in regards to it, getting a coupon. Jared's a big guy in there. You guys could read in the past quotes. He's donated almost 6 gallons himself. I'm going to try to go donate. There's a shortage here in Michigan in blood, but there should be some incentive there. And truthfully, if a company like, BP or Marathon or Target or Meijer or Walmart or McDonald's or Burger King, these multi-billion-dollar companies could get on the boat, on the train, on the idea of being the change, and offer a discount to these people who are giving their time, their energy, their blood, their sweat, their energy, their love, their support to these people and organizations in need that could use it, like Red Cross, Habitat for Humanities, food banks, that kind of stuff. If they could just partner with that kind of thing, think about the change that can happen in the world. Think about how big of a change we could see. That's part of what Carlock Confessions is about, being the change. If we can get a major company on board to help be the change, think about the change that can come to the world. Again, change comes in masses. The masses can make change. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up or a heart or whatever you can in the chat. I can't see that. Let me know what you guys think in chat. I can't see chat. You guys are part of the show just as much as I am. It's what I love about Carlock Confessions. Let me know what you guys think. Free cookies. Jen says free cookies. I love free cookies. I love it. That's a great idea. I know. Just go ahead and donate blood. It is important. Michigan people need to do that. Thank you so much for the hearts and the love inside the chat. Hopefully you guys like the article and the discussion this week. Question of the week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. All right. I want to stay on task here. In regards to the show, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So glad you guys could be here tonight. It's a great show. Let's keep it going. Right now is one of my favorite times on the show. It's open discussion and confession time. Advice if you need it. Make sure you post your questions or things inside the chat. I can read them. We're all here to help. Get a little drink of my Coca-Cola. I'm a Coke guy. If you guys notice the poll for the night. Open discussion is on, though. This is the time for that. Again, it's one of my favorite segments of the show. One of the things I want to bring up here in regards to open discussion, we're going to change topics here just a little bit. A lot of things I've seen this week in regards to our post-4th of July weekend holiday that we've had. Some of you might still have leftover fireworks and whatnot that you haven't set off yet, or you're saving for a fun night with the family. One of the things I want to bring up is please just be courteous to your neighbors and the people around you. Be respectful with your fireworks. A lot of people are still lighting them off late at night, keeping kids up, dogs, animals. They have issues with them sometimes. So if you're doing that, please be respectful to your neighbors. Make sure that you're letting them aware that you're going to be setting off fireworks. Don't be disrespectful. Do it at respectful times. Make sure it's conducive for everyone within earshot of your celebration. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring up during open discussion time, because it's something I see happening a lot. It's something that happens every 4th of July, but part of being the change is being kind and being kind to the people around you. So just as a reminder from Carlock Confessions, please be respectful of your fireworks and your displays and your celebrations to the people around you. Make sure that you're not impeding or hurting or disrupting your neighbors or the people you care about that are there around you with an earshot of that. So let me know what you guys think if you've been dealing with a problem like that. There's a few I've been reading on Facebook and things like that, seeing people having issues with people letting off fireworks around them, waking up their children, sending their dogs into a frenzy, that kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys think. But that's the one thing I wanted to bring up during open discussion today. Little confession in regards to it, or advice. My advice, this is my advice for tonight, is just be respectful about leftover fireworks or anything like that, that you're making sure you're using them respectfully. So let me know what you guys think. Has anybody dealt with that tonight, or dealt with, maybe not tonight, dealt with that since post 4th of July? People have been lighting off fireworks around you, maybe not necessarily, or maybe doing it too late at night, or not inviting you to the party. Those things are happening right now. I do see that happening quite a bit. So let me know what you guys think. But it is open discussion time. I can see on chat. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you guys would like to discuss, anything that's happened with you guys over the 4th of July weekend, if you weren't able to make it to last week's show, please feel free to share if you noticed or witnessed somebody being kind, or if you were able to do something kind for someone over the last week or 2 weeks or so. Please feel free to put it on chat. I'd love to hear about it. Now's the time we do have for that. As you guys are thinking of those things and filling chat out, I'm going to go ahead and take another lap. Let me know what you guys think. This is a great time for you guys to collaborate together as well and communicate inside the chat. Again, you're part of the show just as much as I am. I may be the host, but you guys make the show. That's what I love about Car Lot Confessions, is that it is a collaboration between me and everybody that's online. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to post it in there. Give me a like if you guys think this is a good segment. I would love to see your guys' information inside the chat. So as you guys do that, I don't want to hear crickets inside the chat. So hopefully you guys will go ahead and fill some information in there. Let me know about something positive that may have happened to you, or that you have seen or witnessed while you were here. That would be greatly, that'd be good to share inside the chat as well. As I continue to do a nice little lap here around the lot. This is why we're called Car Lot Confessions. So let me know what you guys think. I'm seeing crickets. Come on. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear somebody tell me a positive story for tonight. Something that you guys have done that was helpful over the last week or so. We will be getting into some other topics, but right now this segment is telling me about you guys. This is your time to be part of the show. Hi, Judy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for jumping on. Car Lot Confessions is live tonight, and we're so happy to have you guys here. Again, this is what I love about Car Lot Confessions, is it is a show that you're involved in. It's a show for me and for you. You guys can be a part of the show. Just go ahead and fill in chat. More than happy to read about your guys' experience and things that you guys can share and bring to the show. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let me know if you are. If you are enjoying it, let your friends know you're enjoying it by giving me a share and letting your friends know that we're here and enjoying the show. All right. With that said, I don't see much action inside the discussion time now, which is fine, which is not a problem. We can move on. We'll move right into review of last week's challenge. Did you guys see my video? I posted videos of last week's challenge of me accepting it and completing it. Hopefully you guys did too. And by the way, it was delicious. If you didn't get to check it out, or you're not sure what last week's challenge was, let me go ahead and give you a quick update of what last week's challenge was. Last week's challenge on the show, and which again I know was the 3rd of July. A lot of people were out celebrating. Last week's challenge was to try something new food-wise for the week. It was to try a new dish or something different at a restaurant, something you don't normally get or have, and or cook a new dish for dinner, something you've never done before, which is something, if you guys saw my video, I cooked something new. I did lobster tails on the grill. Hopefully you guys saw those. They were it was fun to shoot, and it was fun to make, and my family really enjoyed the meal. It was what was really great about it was the new experience of doing it. I can now say I've done it. It was a lot of fun to enjoy with the family, and for us to all try the lobster tail at home and compare it to restaurants and things like that. It was really good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos, though. It was really great to cook. Jared chimes in, we had grilled mushrooms for our burgers, along with veggies on skewers. That sounds delicious. Is that something you make on a regular basis? Or was that new? Because if it was new, that sounds really good. How did it come out? Hopefully it came out really well. Sounds like it would have. But that's the thing, and I kind of said it in my videos of when I cooked the lobster tail, was that what I enjoy about cooking is being able to create something that others can enjoy. I really enjoy cooking. I used to cook at a restaurant before I did this security thing and before I did Car Lot Confessions and all of that. I cooked, and I enjoyed cooking, but I cooked for the masses at that point in time, and that could get a little hectic, but I really enjoy cooking. Sorry, guys, all the drinking here. I got a little frog in my throat. But cooking is something I really do enjoy, and it did turn out well, and it's something I feel like I can give back to my family, something that I can do. I like experimenting with it. It's a lot of fun. That's what I like about cooking. So wife chimes in. She did it as well, which she did. She did a great job. I can't find my pictures. I did it too. She did make taco lettuce wraps. They were fantastic. I did try them. They were super good. Jared says, no, it was new, a challenge. It came out good. That is great. Jared, if you can post pictures of it, that would be fantastic if you took some. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for accepting the challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed the challenge. It was a great challenge. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good one for the week. Maybe we'll do that one again. It's always good to do new things and try new things. So I got a real joy out of it. Hopefully you guys did too. It was good. That sounds good. You know what? I might have to try that. Actually, if you have a recipe, Jared, I'd love if you posted that on the Car Lot Confessions page in regards to your skewers or in regards to the mushrooms or how you prepared them. I cook burgers quite a bit, so I'd love a nice twist to my burgers, a new one. So if you have a recipe or anything like that, please feel free to post it on the Car Lot Confessions page so everybody can try it if they're interested. I do burgers all the time. My wife knows. I actually ate burgers tonight before I came to work. That were cooked on the grill. So that's the deal. I'm super excited about that challenge and was super happy to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. So that was last week's challenge. Let's move on to this week's challenge then, since nobody else is really chiming in on if they did it. But so let's move on to this week's challenge. This one is a great challenge, and I like this one. It took me a little bit to think of it, but I'm going to do this challenge as well. I usually do every challenge that I put out there, but this one is really something that I know I need to do, and I'm hoping that you guys will too. So if you guys are ready, let me know. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the challenge. Had to use the air horn tonight. Challenge for this week. Try something new. Oh, that was last week's. Hold on, I apologize. This week's challenge. Write down 5 things you want to accomplish before you don't have time, before the end of your time here on this planet, on this earth, or wherever you think. Write down 5 things you want to accomplish before the end of time. The reason why I put this down here, so the challenge is, I'm sorry, let me get more organized here. I apologize. Write down 5 things you want to accomplish before your time is up in this world and post it somewhere where you can see it. The refrigerator, your bedroom mirror, in your bedroom, by your bed, somewhere that you kind of frequently pass and can view. And the reason for this is so you can see it, because one of the things that happens in regards to this life is we get caught up in our daily lives and we kind of put kind of like a bucket list, like Jared said. But what I want to say is it's kind of like a bucket list, but I want it to be really short. 3 things, maybe 5 things. I said 5, but it could be 3 to 5 things. Because seeing them will help you achieve them. The key thing here that I see a lot happening with this is that out of sight, out of mind. You don't think about the things on your bucket list or the things you want to accomplish if they're not in your face and you don't think about them. So I'm challenging everybody, and I'm going to do this too, is to write down 5 things I want to accomplish before my time is up in this world. Kind of like a bucket list, like Jerry said. But the reason for it is so you can see it and it will help you drive to achieve it. More often than not, we're too busy to think about the things we want or desire because of life and all that happens in it. We're all busy. I'm super busy all the time. You're busy all the time. I don't have any doubt. This is a great way to help you remember and to strive to achieve your goals. We don't always achieve or strive for our goals because they're not right in front of us. We don't remember that on my bucket list, I want to travel to Italy. I want to go to Italy someday. It's where some of my roots are. I've done the Ireland thing. It was a great trip. I learned a lot about Irish culture and my history and kind of where I'm from. I'm Irish and Italian. I want to go to Italy someday. I think if I post that somewhere, which it's there, but I don't think about it every day. If I'm able to see it on a daily basis, it may remind me to say, hey, look, instead of spending that $5 on a coffee or going to McDonald's tonight, let's take that money and put it in an envelope. Put it in a jar. Let's set it aside for that trip to Italy. If it's in your face, you might do it. So I know it might be kind of a corny challenge. It might be, you know, a little bit on the bucket listy side. But as you write these, I want you to think of them as things that you can accomplish, things you really want to do, things that you've been thinking about doing but haven't had the time to do or haven't had the means to do. Doing that, and if you post it, you look at it, you see it more often, it'll trigger that desire to achieve it more often. And if you desire to achieve it and you think about it more often, it's more likely going to happen. So that's my challenge for the week. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Give me a like or a thumbs up or anything like that. Let me know what you guys think about the challenge this week. I think it's a great challenge. I'm absolutely going to do it. In fact, I might do it. I'm going to post it, but I'll probably also post it on the Car Lot Confessions website or our Facebook page as well. Because why not? I got nothing to hide. I'm more than happy to put that out there for you guys so you can see what my goals and things are. I'll post my top 3 for you guys on the Car Lot Confessions page for the challenge. And why don't you, if you guys are feeling froggy and want to do the same, I'd love to hear what your guys' challenge is this week and what your guys' bucket list per se is. What your top 3 or 5 things are that you really want to accomplish before you don't have time to do so. But again, being in front of your face and being there reminded of it on a daily basis will help you achieve it. So I'm challenging everybody. You guys can do it. Go out there and make sure you make your list. Post it on the Car Lot Confessions page if you want. I will do the same. Let's take a look. And my wife just stopped me in my tracks. We're not getting the Frenchie. She wants a Frenchie dog. Our family wants one. We're not getting one of those right. Not right now. We have a jog. All right. Jared chimes in. Travel to Europe. Meet Halle Berry. Maybe a few fan letters might help out. A second time, which I know you met her first time. See my grandkids in 10 years after my sons are married. Those are all great things. Very achievable. I think you can put those on. I think that's a fantastic list, Jared. Travel is always a good thing. Seems to be at the top of most people's lists. But what I like what you put on there is to see your grandchildren. And hopefully that's capable of doing. Best way to do that is to stay healthy and, regular checkups and all that kind of stuff, making sure that you're taking care of yourself so that you're around in 10 years to be able to do so, which I know you do. You work out regularly and you're constantly doing that. I love that you put meet Halle Berry a second time. I'm sensing a story there that maybe there's a reason you want to meet her a second time that maybe you didn't get to do or say or ask something the first time. If you want to put that in there, that'd be fantastic. There's a little inquiry in regards to why you want to meet her a second time. There's so many people out there that you could meet. Truth is, there's 2 people in this world I would love to meet, and I'm not afraid to mention them. Feel free to judge if you want. One of them is Ellen DeGeneres. She's a hero of mine in regards to how her outlook on life in this world is. I'd love to be on her show someday. That's on my bucket list as well. And number 2 would be Barack Obama. Just an interesting gentleman. I thought he was a great president. Not everybody will agree with me. I'm okay with that. This is an open, safe place. But I would love to meet him, shake his hand, have coffee with him, and just talk to him because I thought he was an incredible public speaker and just is somebody I would love to meet. So Ellen DeGeneres and Barack Obama are 2 people I'd love to meet. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I don't lose any viewers over that. But if I do, that's okay too. This is open, safe space. But I'd love to hear your story, Jared, in regards to why you would like to meet Halle Berry a second time. Maybe everybody would love to hear it. All right, so that is the challenge of the week. Let me know what you guys think in regards to that. Feel free to put it in the chat. All right. And real quick, if you haven't yet, just so you're aware, if you haven't clicked on notifications to get live notifications or get notifications every time I go live, please do so that way you know every time Car Lot Confessions is in session. Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock, but sometimes I'll do videos from home, as you can see. We'll do live updates or do live things just to kind of tell you about what's coming up on the show for the week. This way you guys can always catch me when I go on or anytime that something is posted to the Car Lot Confessions page. You guys can be aware of it. So please make sure you guys hit the notifications button, turn that on so that way you guys know all the wonderful things that are happening on Car Lot Confessions Facebook page. And you can know when I go live, which is great because I love when everybody's on when I'm live. So hopefully the connection and everything's still working good. Again, we've had issues with internet, so hopefully we haven't had any issues. Let's get back to the show. We're getting there towards the end of the show here. The next segment of the show is the positive personal recap or reflection for the week, or the positive quote for the week. This is also another favorite of my section of the show, segments of the show that I really enjoy, because it really does get me thinking about things, either in regards to reflection or a quote, and a quote that gets me thinking. So the quote for the week, let's go ahead and get right into that. Hopefully you guys are excited about it. Hopefully you guys like this segment too. The quote for the week, it kind of falls in with the out side of the box and the thinking, all this stuff. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs said that. It is a great quote. I'm going to read it again real quick. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. You can take that many ways. I took this quote in a way that in society, they want us to live a certain life. They want us to be able to get up, go to work, bust our rear ends, make money, spend money, make money for the bigger man, all that kind of stuff. Follow what media tells us to do. And Carlock Confessions is the opposite of that. My beliefs are opposite of that. Be the change. Your time is limited. So let's break this down. Your time is limited. So if we have limited time, we shouldn't wait to be that change. We should be doing the things that we want to see out of this world. We should be treating others the way we want to be treated. We should be doing the things for others that we would love to have them done for us. Your time is limited. It's never been more true, yet we lose sight of that. We lose sight of that in the busyness of our lives, and the busyness of work, and the busyness of our kids and our family and what's going on around us. Time is limited. Not to be a downer, we need to be aware of it. Second half of the quote, so don't waste it living someone else's life. That could go a few different ways. The way I take that personally, excuse me guys, little dry throat tonight. I think it might be the air conditioning in the car. I apologize for that. Thank you for being patient. Let's break down the second part of this as I was. So don't waste it living someone else's life. I feel like the media, I feel like the news, I feel like society tells us we should be a certain way. I feel like we have standards they set that we're supposed to live up to. Body images, ways of spending our money, things to buy, things to do. The other life. They're telling you to live it that way. You don't have to. You have control of your life. You have control of the things that you do. That's part of being the change. Time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. It was a great quote. Let me know what you guys think about it. That was my quick little breakdown. Jared chimes in here, says, Frank, I'll see what I can do to help you meet Obama. That'd be great. I know you met him. I believe you did. No promises, but I know someone who can make it happen. If you could do that, Jared, I would absolutely be ecstatic. I would be, I don't know how I would ever be able to thank you, to be honest with you. That would be one of the greatest experiences if you were able to do that. Barack Obama is, I'm a big fan of him personally, and just how he conducted himself and his family and things, and how much he loves Michelle and his wife and treats her. And he's a great example, and I thought he was a great example as a president and as a leader of this country in regards to how people should be treated. It was fantastic. And I'd love to meet him, shake his hand, tell him thank you for what he has done, his service, all of that, and for being a great role model in regards to those types of things. So, Jared, if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. I could never thank you enough if you could. So that would be awesome. All right, so personal quote. Let me know what you guys think. One more time. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. Understand that the time is now to do what you love. And again, that's the other way that I took it, and I was going to go ahead and put that out there. Time is limited. Understand that time, do what you can, do what you love with the time that you have. I love this show. I'm doing it finally. There was so much time where I was so worried about whatever everybody else would think. I love this show. I love Car Lot Confessions. I love the message that I send. I love being here every week. I love producing this show. I love thinking about content for this show. Truth is, I would love for this show to be my full-time job. I would love to be able to have more time and more energy, more all of that to commit to Car Lot Confessions, because it truly is the inner piece of me. It truly is something that I would love to do full-time. So I'm doing what I love finally, though. It's all about making that change, being the change. So do what you love. Make your dreams come true. That goes along with our challenge for the week. Take the time. Time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Make your own dreams come true. Take a leap of faith. Try new things you have always wanted to do. Make that bucket list. Like Jared mentioned, it's a bucket list in a sense. Be the change. To me, these are all things that quote represents. These are all things that, I think Steve Jobs meant in regards to that quote. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life or what somebody else's image of life should be. That's what the media does. That's what they try to do. So I just want to go ahead and throw that out there in regards to it. Let me know what you guys think of the quote. It's actually a really great quote. Steve Jobs, he was a brilliant thinker, I think, in regards for Apple and all of that. So that's my quote. So hopefully you guys liked that. All right. For the most part, that's the show, guys. Let's do a quick recap of the show. We did the poll question review from last week. Again, hot dogs down, hamburgers up. People prefer hamburgers, picnics over hot dogs, 64 to 36%. So next time you guys have a picnic, you can use those facts. Make sure you're serving hamburgers. The majority prefer them, according to the poll, of course. Poll question of the night tonight, Coke or Pepsi? I've already mentioned I'm a Coke fan. That was inspired by Stranger Things 3. I did watch the entire season, binge watched it. It was fantastic. If you don't watch Stranger Things, I highly recommend that you do. Such a great show on Netflix. So if you guys, the reason why, though, that they had something on it, takes place in 1985. So quick fact for you, July 10th, 1985, they came out, or Coca-Cola announced they were bringing back Coca-Cola Classic because they had a new Coke that people didn't like. So there was that. Jared says, have a great evening, Frank. It is time to hit the sack. Gym day tomorrow. Oh, also, it's 7-Eleven day. Get your free Slurpee. I know you do every year. Thank you so much. Yes, tomorrow's 7-Eleven. Make sure you guys go get your free Slurpees tomorrow. Who doesn't love 7-Eleven Slurpees? And if you don't, I'm sorry to hear that. Go get me one. I love it. They're free. What a great day. I know Jared celebrates that every year. Back to recapping the show. Thanks for being here, Jared. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much. All right, so there's that. Recap, we had in the news, Las Vegas, a news article in regards to donation of school supplies for paying parking tickets and all that kind of stuff, which was great. We talked about the question of the night, which was what are ways that you can think of that we could be doing to help others other than just paying a fine. I suggested donating blood. Major companies getting involved. There's a ton of facts out there. I got my facts from redcrossblood.org that nearly 21 million blood components are transfused each year in the U.S. One donation can save up to 3 lives. If you can donate blood, please do so. I'm going to be doing that. Also, open discussion. We had that time where we talked about 4th of July in regards to being respectful and those types of things. The challenge from last week we talked about, and my videos were up in regards to that, cooking something new. That went over well. The new challenge of the week, writing down 3 to 5 things that you want to accomplish and posting it somewhere that you can see it on a regular basis to make that happen. Personal positive quote we talked about, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life, Steve Jobs. And that, my friends, was Car Lot Confessions for the night. That was the show for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to give a quick shout out, guys, to my friend Sam. I would need you guys to send some prayers her way. She lost her mother today, and I want to send a heartfelt apology to her. I'm sorry that you lost your mom. That's hard. Requesting everybody from Car Lot Confessions to send out a prayer for her and her family right now in her time of need. So sorry for your loss, and I hope everything gets better for you guys and you guys are able to find the light in all of this. So, so thank you, everybody. If you're able to do that, thank you. I appreciate it. My heart goes out to her. But what a great show. Thank you guys for being here. It was a great show tonight. Love Car Lot Confessions. Love that you guys were here tonight. Thank you so much for all your comments and content adding to the show. Again, this is a show that involves you. It involves me. I may be the host, but you guys make the show, and that's what I love about Car Lot Confessions. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. I applaud you. Thank you. I can't wait for next week's show. Again, post on Car Lot Confessions page. Let me know what you guys are for the challenge of the week. Post pictures and videos from last week's challenge if you want, and continue to be the change. From Car Lot Confessions, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. We will see you next week, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And again, share and like the show so we can get more viewers. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great night from Car Lot Confessions. Good night, everyone.